For almost 30 years, Hugh Jackman and Deborra-Lee Furness were considered one of Hollywood's most admired couples. Hugh often praised his wife and described their marriage as one of the most important parts of his life. But then, everything changed. Why did Deborra-Lee remain silent for so long? What happened behind the scenes before their marriage ended? And why have Hugh's reported wedding plans affected her so deeply? Join us as we uncover the story behind Deborra-Lee's silence and the details she may finally be ready to reveal. The wedding news. For nearly 3 decades, Hugh Jackman and Deborra-Lee Furness appeared to have one of Hollywood's strongest marriages. So when they announced their separation in September 2023, many people were shocked. After 27 years together, the couple released a carefully worded statement saying they were entering a new chapter and wanted to pursue individual growth. Neither of them publicly explained what had gone wrong. Deborra-Lee largely stayed silent, refusing to publicly attack Hugh or reveal intimate details about their marriage. But the situation became more complicated as Hugh's relationship with Sutton Foster became increasingly public. The betrayal. Hugh and Sutton met while working together on Broadway's The Music Man. They spent months rehearsing, performing, and promoting the production. Their chemistry was obvious on stage, and their professional relationship became increasingly close. At the time, there was no public confirmation of a romantic relationship. But after Hugh and Deborra-Lee separated, reports surrounding Hugh and Sutton received much greater attention. Sutton filed for divorce from her husband Ted Griffin in October 2024. By early 2025, Hugh and Sutton were being photographed together publicly, including holding hands, and reports suggested their relationship had become serious. For Deborra-Lee, the painful part may not simply have been seeing Hugh move on. The deeper issue may have been whether their relationship had changed before the public separation. That question became even more significant when Deborra-Lee eventually described her experience using one powerful word: betrayal. Her choice of words stood out because the original separation announcement had presented the breakup as a respectful decision to follow separate paths. Her later comments suggested that, emotionally, the experience had been far more painful. Still, reports of an alleged affair should be treated carefully. Claims have circulated about when Hugh and Sutton became romantically involved, but the complete story has never been publicly confirmed by everyone involved. The Broadway connection. To understand why Sutton became such an important part of the story, we have to return to The Music Man. Hugh played Harold Hill, while Sutton played Marion Peru. The demanding production required months of rehearsals, nightly performances, interviews, and promotional appearances. They worked closely together and developed a strong professional bond. Sutton spoke warmly about Hugh, while Hugh repeatedly praised her talent. At first, their closeness appeared to be friendship between two performers. But after Hugh and Deborra-Lee separated, people began looking back at those months with new questions. In April 2023, Hugh publicly celebrated his anniversary with Deborra-Lee. Weeks later, the couple appeared together at the Met Gala. Then, on September 15, they announced their separation. The timeline naturally attracted attention, although it does not prove that Sutton caused the breakup or that anything inappropriate happened during Hugh's marriage. The divorce wasn't as simple. Deborra-Lee filed for divorce in May 2025, and the divorce was finalized in June. While the legal process was reportedly uncontested, ending a marriage after almost 3 decades was clearly more complicated emotionally than the paperwork suggested. During their marriage, Hugh built an enormous career through films, Broadway, endorsements, business ventures, and his iconic role as Wolverine. The couple also owned valuable real estate, including their Manhattan penthouse. Reports have placed their combined wealth in the hundreds of millions, although celebrity net worth figures are estimates and the exact divorce settlement has not been fully disclosed. But money was only one part of the story. What Deborah gave up. Before becoming known primarily as Hugh Jackman's wife, Deborra-Lee Furness had already built a successful acting career. She trained at the American Academy of Dramatic Arts and worked in television and film. She was also more professionally experienced when she met Hugh while working on Corelli. They married in 1996, just before Hugh's career began its extraordinary rise. As Hugh became an international superstar, his career demanded constant travel, filming, Broadway performances, and public appearances. Meanwhile, Deborra-Lee continued pursuing her own interests while helping raise their 2 children. Their journey to parenthood was difficult. After fertility struggles and miscarriages, they chose adoption. Their son Oscar joined the family in 2000, followed by their daughter Ava in 2005. Deborra-Lee later became a passionate advocate for adoption reform, turning her personal experience into an important part of her public work. The love story. For years, Hugh made the world believe their marriage was incredibly strong. He regularly celebrated Deborra-Lee, praised her support, and spoke about how deeply their relationship mattered to him. Their 25th wedding anniversary in 2021 was another public reminder of that love. That makes their eventual separation difficult to reconcile with those earlier declarations. Were Hugh's feelings genuine when he made those statements? Did problems develop later? Or had something been changing privately for years? Only Hugh and Deborra-Lee truly know the answers. What makes Deborra-Lee's silence so powerful is that she had many opportunities to tell her side, yet she largely chose not to. When she finally used the word betrayal, people naturally wanted to understand what she meant. There have also been reports that she may eventually tell more of her story through a memoir. If that happens, it could reveal what life inside the marriage was really like, what happened during its final years, and why the ending affected her so deeply. For nearly 3 decades, Hugh Jackman and Deborra-Lee Furness appeared to represent one of Hollywood's great love stories. But sometimes, the story the public sees is only part of the truth. What do you think really happened between Hugh and Deborra-Lee? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Prestige Buzz, and turn on the bell notification for more Hollywood stories.